Hi, welcome to Gemini Star Spiritual Wellness. Thank you for joining me today. I'm excited that you're here with me for this video. So today's video is our collective weekly tarot reading, and it'll be covering the week of September 21st through the 27th of 2025. So let's go ahead and see what's going on for the collective. And this is meant for everybody who's watching or is going to watch the video. So that's a good bit of people. So it could resonate with you and it could not. So take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. And please hit that like button so that other people get to see this video. When you hit the like button, it sends it out to more people. And that way they can see the information that's in the video. Because what I found out is whenever you watch a video, that is when you're meant to hear that information. If you feel drawn to a certain video or to a certain reading, that means that there's something in there for you to hear. And when you hit the like button, it'll send it out to more people. I am trying to grow my channel. I'm hoping to grow it a good bit by the end of the year. So please hit that like button to get it out to more people. And please hit the subscribe button so that you get future videos that I put out. This reading I do every Saturday. This is the weekly collective reading. I do it every week. So, and I'm trying to, add more things to the channel as time goes on. So let's see what's going on for the collective. I know that it's been intense energies for the last couple readings I've been doing. It's been really intense. So let's see. All right. What is the energy for the collective for the week of September 21st through 27th, 2025? What is going to be the energy for the collective? All right. My cards feel kind of heavy in my hands today. So let's see. Oh, and I just want to briefly announce that I did start doing the weekly element readings, and those came out yesterday. So they will be coming out every Friday. And then the regular collective reading for the week will come out on Saturday. So I just want to let you know, if you're brand new to the channel, this is the first time you're coming across this channel, that those came out yesterday. All right, let's see what we have going on. We have the Three of Cups. That card's been coming out a lot lately. King of Wands, Queen of Wands. Okay. Four of Cups. Ooh, the Sun. The Devil. And the Hermit. Interesting. Okay, so we've got three major arcana in this read. And this is a smaller read, so the fact that we have three of them in here is a big deal. So we got some big heavy hitter energy going on this week coming up. So coming into this week, as a collective, I feel that we are in this kind of Queen of Wands energy coming in. And the Queen of Wands, she has the attitude of a queen. She's mature, she's intelligent, she's passionate about what she does or what's in her life. And then she's been at it for a while, because queen energy, you've been in this energy for a while. It's beyond just the beginning stages, and you're actually, been established in this energy for a while. And you can see she's got her little black cat here, so she's intuitive. And so you're coming into the week in that kind of energy, feeling like, I'm hearing, you know what you want. You know what your goals are, like you know how you want to move forward. You know what you want going forward with your goals. And oh, my nose is itchy. You've been working on it for a while. So it's like something that you've been working on for a while. It's like this energy you've been in for a while. And like I said, it's kind of like, yeah, I keep hearing, you know what you want, you know what you're striving for, you've got a plan in place. That's the energy that you're in going into this week of the 21st of September. So the current energy that the collective is in, that I have here, is we're in a lighter celebratory type energy. And this card's been coming up a lot in the element readings I did yesterday. This card came up a lot. So I feel like there's like a lighter energy, like you're getting into a lighter energy. and you're in a kind of a celebratory mood, kind of in a happy mood, and you can see, they're kind of having a little party. They're happy. They got their little cups. So I feel like you're coming into, you're like you're in that energy, I mean, but you're like in a happy place right now, kind of celebratory, lighter energy. And for the situation, I have a King of Wands. So there could be a male fire sign that's involved with you, that's what's in your current energy right now, and he's in there in that King of Wands energy. Or it doesn't have to be a fire sign, but it could be just somebody in that King of Wands energy. So I'm thinking that there might be a couple. It could be like a twin flame couple, because I've got these two cards. I've got the King and Queen of Wands here. So that's telling me that it could be, you could be in a situation like a romantic situation as a couple, or like a twin. It could be a twin flame situation. And then then it's in the, so the atmosphere though is you're in this, looking at looking at the cups on the ground. So it's like the universe is trying to help you out here. See, there's a little hand there, and it's giving the cup. That's the universe trying to give this man a cup that's sitting at the tree. But he doesn't see it. It's like it's the universe is handing it to him, like, here you go. I'm trying to help you out, give you this little cup, give you this opportunity, this little offer, but he's not looking at it because he's focused to these ones on the ground here. So I feel like the universe is trying to give you an opportunity, trying to give you, bring an offer in for you, but you're not really seeing it. You're not focused on it because you're focused on what you don't have, basically. You're not looking at it. You don't see it. And I feel like, if this is a situation where it's a love situation, like with the, fire sign male, or, a twin flame situation or something like that, it could be that you know what you want. You want a relationship with this person, and the universe is trying to kind of give that to you. Trying to bring this opportunity in, bring in this like little gift, this little offer, but you're not seeing it. But you're very much in this kind of celebratory mood, very much happy and in this higher vibrational energy, which could be what's bringing in that King of Wands, is because you're in a, higher vibrational mood, but you're not seeing it. You're not seeing the opportunity yet. And that's the current energy. Um, Coming into, and well, I just want to go backtrack for 1 second. In the current energy, this could mean, now I know some people, to them, this card can mean like a third party involvement, but that's not what I'm feeling with this reading. Sometimes I do feel that with this card, but that's not what I'm getting out of it today. So it just depends on what the cards are around it and what I'm intuitively picking up on, but I don't feel that's the case. I feel like, you're just in that lighter, happy energy. And then in the near future, though, collective, we're going into a really good place with the sun. So that's good. And that's exciting. I mean, look, you got the big sun, the little boy is on the horse, it's excited, it's like you got flowers, it's like rainbows and butterflies and bunnies, that kind of energy. So it's a really positive energy. And the sun is like one of the most positive, cards in the tarot. So that's in the near future. So that hasn't hit yet, because you're still kind of in this energy of, I don't see it. Universe is trying to give it to you, and you're like, I don't see it. I don't see it. But I think, but what's interesting is what's next to the sun energy, and this is one of the nicest cards in the tarot, one of the most positive, but it was next to this card. So, and this card was advice from the universe. It's one of the advice cards. So what I'm feeling is be careful not to fall into this lower vibrational energy with this situation, because I feel like it's going to be easy to do that. It could be that it could be easy to maybe to fall into some old patterns, or like an old toxic cycle or something like that. But just be very careful, because this is what you want to strive to, is this. You definitely don't want the lower vibrational aspect of it, but it's like, it's next to it. I feel like trying to influence this near future outcome, this negativity or this lower vibrational energy, and just be careful about that. But I feel like how you're going to avoid that, avoid the lower vibrational energy or the negative energy, is with this card, is the Hermit. So it's like you're feeling like, right, the Hermit, like I'm sensing, a sense of solitude. It's like you're introspection. There's a lot of introspection going on, but it's because you're going to be following your light. See how he's following his lantern? So you're going to be following your light or your intuition in this situation. So that's what the universe, I feel, is basically saying, is follow your intuition. If you remember our Queen of Wands in the past energy, she has her little cat, so she is intuitive, but they're saying, follow your intuition in this situation to avoid this card, to avoid the energy of a negative, low vibrational energy that could mess it up. And it could be when I'm thinking, what just popped in my head. Okay, hold on. What's coming to me, what I'm hearing is it could be that, they could be I'm hearing it's influencing the current energy. So it's like this negative low vibrational energy could be influencing you right now where you're not seeing this offer from the universe because you're not using your intuition, or your intuition's clouded because you're dealing with these low vibrational energies. And that could be affecting how you're seeing things in the current energy, and you might not be seeing that offer. So it could very well be that a relationship is trying to come in. Like I said, it could be a twin flame relationship, and it's trying to come together, and the universe is trying to bring this opportunity into you and for you. And it is something like, if this is what you want, you're really excited about it. And remember, I said earlier that you've been in this energy for a while. You've been working hard on it, in this place, in this energy that you're in right now. And this is us as a collective right now. So it could be, that's what we want, is that relationship, or we want to celebrate, we want to be in celebration of that. And it could be that the universe is trying to bring that in for us, but we're not seeing it. And part of the problem is we're not seeing it because of toxic energy. So if this is like and what I'm hearing is a past relationship. So if this is a past relationship that didn't end well, that could be what's part of this, with this lower vibrational toxic energy. Maybe there is some forgiveness that needs to happen, some conversations that need to happen. Maybe there's some, some things that need to be worked through that way, lower vibrational energies from the previous part of the relationship, or from the previous time that the relationship was going on, that needs to be resolved and, and basically fixed and brought into this positive energy. But what I'm hearing is, if you do the work, if you do the inner work, and if you, talk it out, you can bring it to this place. You can bring that relationship to this place. So it seems like we are talking about a relationship, just from what I'm hearing and seeing in the cards. It doesn't have to be, but that's kind of what I'm picking up here. But yeah, it's like you can get to this point with this relationship. It is possible, especially like if it's a twin flame relationship. But you have to follow your intuition, and you have to let it guide you. You have to like use your discernment. But it seems like, sometimes when relationships end, there's a lot of hard feelings that are involved, and emotions that we have to process and work through. And I feel like, that could be what's holding you back from seeing this opportunity coming in, is you're still stuck in some of that old negative emotions about this situation that's trying to come in, and you're not seeing it. So it's like, I'm hearing you have to heal, you have to let go of it, you have to be forgiving of the situation and let it go, and give it an opportunity, and let it, try to naturally manifest to this point in the near future of the sun. So it looks like, this is what's coming. This is our near future card. So that's what's coming our way. But the week of the 21st to the 27th, we're not there yet. We're just, we're wanting, to be we're wanting to be in this happy celebratory energy about it. Like I said, we could very well be dealing with somebody else, like a romantic partner. And we're not seeing the opportunity that the universe is trying to give us. That's the current energy. But in the near future, it's definitely has the potential to change, but we just have to be careful about this. And I feel like a lot of the readings I've been doing the last couple weeks have really been about letting go of things that we're no longer in alignment with, letting go of things and like big shifts in our life to drop things that are no longer in alignment with us and to shift us on a new path and to open the door to new opportunities. I've been seeing that over and over again in the cards over the last couple months. So I feel like as a collective, that's happening to us globally all over the planet where there are major shifts happening in our lives and big things and big changes and tower moments, but it's all designed for our greater good to help us get into a better place. And I feel what I'm hearing is this situation, it's like it's meant to be, especially if it's a twin flame relationship, that it's meant to be. And it's like now it's time for it to come in. It's time for it to come into out of like a separation phase and come together into union. It's time for this to come together. And it's kind of like a destined relationship, especially if it's twin flame. It's destined, it's meant to happen. Um and come together. So just be careful of this. And it can be very hard, especially if it's a past relationship and you have a lot of hard feelings about it. It can be very hard, but I'm hearing with work that you can get past those negative emotions and you can work it out. But it's going to take some work, like inner work. It's going to take working and processing your emotions. And just remember to use your discernment, your inner light. And if you need to take some introspection and take some alone time to think, go for it. Like this little hermit, it's what he's doing, and just you follow your intuition. So, kind of looks like a deep reading for this week, but it looks like good things are coming in with that Sun card. But just be careful of the Devil card. Just be careful of that because it's easy sometimes to fall into those lower vibrational thoughts and behaviors and patterns, but I feel like as a collective, generally, globally, we are getting out of those patterns. We're healing all those parts of us that aligned with that lower vibrational, energy, behaviors, and thoughts. We're getting out of that and getting into a higher dimensional way of doing things and thinking and feeling and behaving and actions and such. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the reading, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.